Hello all, I wanted to take a minute just to give you some tips on taming the email inbox. It can be problematic for most of us, so if you follow a few basic rules, you should be able to streamline. Basically, every email that comes in, you have to ask yourself some questions. One, is it something I can reply immediately to that'll only take me a minute or so? Or is it something that requires more of my time, like 2 minutes or more, meaning action required? Is it something that I want to focus on and take time while reading? So is it something that I need to read later? Is it something I need to keep for an extended period of time? Or is it something I need to delete right away so that my inbox can stay empty? So if you can follow these basic questions when you receive emails, you're going to have a much easier time of keeping your inbox clean. So I'm going to just give you an example of kind of how it works. In my inbox, I have 3 folders, 3 sections where I place emails. So look, an email just came in. This is something I follow. Honestly, I delete those right away. I probably need to unsubscribe from that list because it's not something I need. So when something pops into my email inbox and I don't need it, I delete it immediately. So advertisements, things that I'm not interested in right now, I delete. So here I am in my inbox. I've got 15 items and I want to go through them and I'm going to place them in these folders. Remember, we're going to ask ourselves the question, is it something I can do right this second? So in this case, I've had some requests from a teacher for new class setup, and it's not something I can answer and do really quickly. So this email will be slid over into my action required, something I need to take care of. Same with this one. I need to update a website, so I'll slide that one over into action required. This one I'm responding to right now and going to use this video within that email, so I'll get rid of that one in a moment. So I'm just going down and I'm asking myself the question. Now, I'm doing this after the fact that these emails are coming in. I have 13, but that's how you want to approach it. You want to ask yourself these questions as you're getting these emails. So moving forward, I have a request for a printer quote that requires me to do a little bit of research, so I can't answer that in 1 minute or 2. I need more time, so slide it into action required. This is some reference information that I need to have, but it doesn't require me to complete an action, so I'm sliding that over into my archive folder. Same thing here, a tech update, archive, Adobe Acrobat information, archive. The George letter telling me what's going on with George, I can open it real quick, see what's going on. I need to put some of those dates on my calendar, so that goes into action required. Another teacher needing help, action required. This is a balance on an account that I have. So I want to keep that. I don't need to complete an action, so it goes into my archive folder. Here's some blog posts that I'd like to read, but I don't have time to read them right now, so I'm going to slide that over into read later. Another news article that I'd love to read. If I have time, I'll read it now, or I'll slide it into read later. This is one of those subscriptions. I get daily updates. So I can't read it now, but I want to read it later. So it slides over into my read later folder. DMA opportunity. This is awesome, but right this second, I'm not thinking of that. So I'm going to slide that over into read later. Or if it's something that I might want to attend and I know I want to attend it, I could put it in my action folder to register, or I could go ahead and register right then. So now that I've cleaned out my inbox, my 3 folders are over here. I don't ever have to refer to archive unless I'm looking for something specifically that I know someone has sent me. The one that I'll visit frequently is action required. I need to go back to that one. So if I sit down at my computer and I have 30 minutes, I'll go to my action required folder and I'll go through it and try to answer as many things or work on as many things that I can get done. To read later can be done anytime. So if you have your email on your phone and you're sitting at the doctor's office, and this is what I typically do, if I'm waiting somewhere, I will flip through to my Read Later folder, and that's when I'll go through periodicals and news articles that people have sent me or things that I want to look at, but they don't require an action at this time. But say, for example, I read through it and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to attend that training. I can very easily move it over to action required, and then I can take care of that. You might notice I have a personal folder in action required. I do use my school email for personal things, and so a lot of times I'll get, let's just look at an example. Karen Vosek, my kid's transferring, so I need to send her transfer paperwork. Even though that's district stuff, it's my personal business. So I have a whole personal folder where I'll stick things in. If I'm going to trainings, things that I might be interested in looking at, I can put those into my personal folder. So this is just a little helpful hint. Hopefully it might be something that'll save you some time. And if you need to get further clarification or help putting it together, please let me know.